Hi thinkers, welcome to the Artificial Intelligence course on ThinkX Academy. In this tutorial, I will explain you what is heuristic search techniques and what is the basic meaning of heuristic and how we are going to understand very important thing in artificial intelligence is which is decision making, right? So we are going to introduce heuristic search techniques which is basically uh, which helps artificial intelligent agent or an AI agent to make some decisions, and hence it can basically make the AI algorithms much more efficient, right? So let's start with the tutorial now. So the first thing is we are going to understand what are AI algorithms first. Now in this playlist, previously we have already studied the state space search and we have a good idea of how to represent a problem in the form of state space, right? For example, you can see we will discuss this example also, which will help us in understanding how the heuristic search techniques work, right? So basically, AI algorithms are different from some traditional algorithms. Let's take an example of a very traditional algorithm. Let's say we have a merge sort algorithm, right? It is a very basic algorithm which is used to do the sorting of the array. So let's say we are given an array, and what we try to do is we try to divide it into two different parts, and we will again divide it again and again in two equal halves, and then finally what we will do is we will just sort them and we'll compare them, and then we will do this recursively, and then we will merge them up and we will get the sorted array, right? So this is a traditional technique in which we are given an array and we can sort it, right? Let's say we have a very simple algorithm, let's say linear searching, which is a algorithm which is used to do the searching inside an array. Now if you will apply these algorithms, you will definitely get the solution. But AI algorithms are different. They are different in the sense that they are not these traditional algorithms. They do not always follow the same rule. They also applies decision making, right? Which is the basic thing that we are going to study, which is decision making in AI. And we will see how it is related to heuristics, right? So important thing is that we are going to study a lot of AI algorithms like generate and test, minimax, alpha, beta pruning. These algorithms are the AI algorithms, and you will see how heuristics are used to make these algorithms optimized, right? So basically, AI algorithms optimize the time complexity by decision making. So let's see an example to understand how it is done, right? So you can see here I have just given the goal state here, and this is the initial state, and in between we have these states and these are the transitions, right? So let's say we are given a problem and we are representing it in the form of state space representation, right? So let's assume that this is a state space of some problem. Here you can see all these states have some number. This number basically represents that it is actually the time taken to go from this state to this state is actually 10 seconds, and let's say from this state to this state it is 30, right? So the problem is that we want to reach from the initial state to the goal state by following some path, right? So you can see there are various paths that goes to the goal state. There are 1 2 3 4 5 various paths that lead to the goal state from the initial state. Now the traditional idea is to explore all these paths, right? So I will go from here to here, and then like this is one path, and what I will do is I will add the time. So 30 plus 5 plus 10 will give me 45, and similarly I will do it in this case also, right? So let's consider this path which goes from here to here, and then like this I will again calculate the sum, which is 40, and similarly I will do it for the rest of the paths that are given to me. And after calculating them, what I will do is I will find out which one is the least. So the least time taken will be the most you can say the optimal solution of this problem, right? So why we are introducing heuristic is because it is a problem solving method that will use shortcuts or some calculated guess to provide some good enough solutions, right? So basically the idea of heuristic, the meaning of heuristic is, if you will see the dictionary meaning, it says that it is actually a calculated guess or a shortcut where we are actually taking this guess from the past experience or from some before we, if we have the problem, and what we will do is we will understand the past experiences, and on the basis of that we will make decisions by not exploring those paths which are not optimal, right? So let's see how we can do that. Now let's say in this situation I want to make a guess, right? Now let's say the AI agent is here at this position, and from this position there are two paths which you can see here, from 0 to 10 and 0 to 50. So what I will do is I will choose the path which has a minimum value. So 10 is the minimum value. So I will not explore this path. So when I'm not exploring this path, automatically this whole, there are a lot of paths that are rejected, right? So I am only traversing this path because it is lesser than 50. So let's say the heuristic function that I'm going to write is hxy. So if I will supply x as 10 and y as, let's say, 50, this heuristic value that will it will give is 10, right? So the AI agent will know that, okay, I'm going to use this strategy to make this calculated guess, and I will ignore the path and I will only explore 10. Now see the situation here. From 10 we have 20 and 30. Again we will calculate the heuristic guess, which is that I will explore only the path which has minimum value. From 30 to 20 I will not explore 30 because it is less, right? I will do this again and again until and unless the goal state is reached. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to use some guesswork or some calculated guesswork to explore only that path which can lead to an optimal solution. So when you are ignoring these paths, the AI agent do not need to traverse this, right? Which will automatically reduce the time complexity to reach the solution. This is the main reason why heuristic search gives the ability to the AI agent to make the decision. How it will make the decision? It will make the decision based on the heuristic value. If the heuristic value, in this case, in this type of problem I've taken this particular heuristic value, there can be very different amount of heuristics that we can use. These functions can vary from problem to problems. So what this heuristic value is doing for me is it is actually giving the decision making power to the AI agent, and it says that don't go in this path because it has a greater value, traverse through this path. Now you can see this, that if I will calculate all this, actually the path that I'm going to get using this heuristic strategy or this decision making strategy, which is to use the minimum value when we are exploring, and we will ignore the path which is greater than this value, right? So what will happen in this case is that you will get a optimal solution and the time complexity is also reduced. But there is a problem with this heuristic method which we are going to understand. Let's say now I'm going to make some changes in this graph. I will make only one change. Let's say there is a probability that there is a path from this state to this state. So it will take how much time to go from here to here? It will take 20 seconds to go from this state to this state, right? So let's say I have made this transition or a change in this graph. Now you can see there are three states where the agent can move. Out of these three states, the agent will use the heuristic method, right, which we are taking as the minimum value out of all these. So it will ignore 20, it will ignore 50, and it will choose this path. Now you can see if it chooses this path, it will go from 0 to 10. It will ignore 30, it will go here. So 10 plus 20 will be 30. Then it will go here because out of 10 is 60. It will ignore this path. So 10 plus 20 plus 10 gives me 40. And finally you will be able to reach here, right? So 40 is the minimum value. But remember, but just take a look at this point, right? Let's suppose the AI agent is not taking 10 and it is taking 20. So you can see from here to here it takes 20 and here it takes 10. So 30 seconds. So you can see this is actually the optimal solution and not this one. This one is not the optimal solution. So it may happen that our heuristic guess, the guess that we are using, may not give us the best or the optimal solution. This is a main drawback of the heuristic search techniques. It is a search technique because you can see this is the whole problem and we are representing it in the form of a state space. Now we are using this, this is a search technique because obviously we will have to search through all these states which path to take, and then it is a heuristic search because we are using the heuristic value to make a move. What is the move? Move is to ignore the rest of the paths and consider the path that can lead, that can just reach to the optimal solution. So this is how the heuristic search techniques work. We will study a lot of heuristic search techniques in the coming tutorials. In the next tutorial, we will study a problem which is the 8 puzzle problem. This is the 8 puzzle problem that we are going to discuss in the next tutorial. So you can see that in this diagram, it does not represent any particular problem, but in the next tutorial, we will study 8 puzzle problem. We will draw the state space of this problem and then we will understand how introducing heuristics, which will be the Manhattan and the Hamming distance. So we will use the heuristic in this problem. We are going to use two types of heuristic, which the first one is the Hamming distance and the second one is the Manhattan distance. We will study these heuristics and we will see how the AI agent is going to make decisions by ignoring those paths that will not lead to the optimal solution, right? So that's all for this tutorial. If you have liked this tutorial, make sure to like and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.